Today was absolutely insane. I took a few clips. I got screeched, so I am an honorary newfie right now. So I'll explain more when I get home, but I wasn't supposed to get this trip. Like, I called in and this is what I got on reserve, so I'm so happy. It's been a great experience, but like I said, I'm so tired. I walked so much and I've been up since 4 or 5 a.m. I don't know, and I have to get up again at 4 or 5 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm gonna finish doing my morning pages at nighttime, go to bed, wake up early, and I go home hopefully by tomorrow, and then I'll update you guys and tell you everything. And yeah, finally a good layover again. First things first, I apologize because this is not like my typical vlogs where I read and I write, because last weekend for work I went to Newfoundland and I went to St. John's, and it was just a crazy experience. So I was so busy that weekend, and then we came back, and then it was Mother's Day. I came back on Mother's Day. I spent Mother's Day with my mom and my sister, and then after that I had 4 days off, but those 4 days, I kid you not, all I did was sleep, watch shows on Netflix. It's so bad, but I watched the new show, the Turkish drama Thank You Next. Don't ask me why, I just binge watched that. You know what the funny part is? I watched it on 2 speed. Like, I am a psychopath. Anyways, I watched that. It was good. It was like crazy. And then I watched, obviously I watched the new season of Bridgerton, season 3, part 1. Tell me why they decided to split it up. Like, yeah, that one I watched obviously on regular speed because I needed to absorb every fucking thing. But yeah, that's what I've been up to this week. But I did read. I actually read books, and I finished 4 books. But I think I'm going to talk about them on my May wrap up. I've just been so behind with everything. But luckily, after today's flight, I'm going to do a Las Vegas turn. I'm literally posting probably this video the day of or the day after. After that turn, that's it. I'm off schedule for almost 2 weeks, and it's going to be my birthday, and I'm just going to be up north at the cottage. I'm going to be filming, writing, reading, all that good stuff. I need a reset, a big reset, and I need to really evaluate my life and this job, but I'm trying not to make any drastic decision and just like go with the flow. I did read 3 books the 4 days that I was off, and these are the books. I finished finally The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. I read Master Thieves, which is the Boston gangster who pulled off the world's greatest art heist by Stephen Kurkjian. Then I also read last night, I read it in one sitting. I had an audiobook and I just wanted to get back in this world or mindset. I don't know, I just want like sometimes to remember why reading is also supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be groundbreaking, or you know, sometimes it's just good to like be in a book. I sometimes want to go back in those days where I was discovering shit on Wattpad, although I knew like it's not like the best, but sometimes like, you know, whatever. I was reading My Fault by Mercedes Ron because they just announced that the second movie is coming out sometime at the end of this year. So I have the second book and the third book as well. So I'll read the second book when the audiobook loan comes in. But yeah, these are the 3 books that I've read, and I actually read stuff. So I was not as unproductive as I thought I was, but I was, not gonna lie, the laziest piece of scum you could think of the last 4 days. I had no energy. I'm drained. So tonight is gonna be bad because I'm leaving my house at like 4:35, and I'll be working by 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and I'll be working until 7 a.m. And then on top of that, I need to drive home for an hour. So I'm gonna be wrecked, but it's okay because this is my last flight before my vacation that they gave me, and they gave me my vacation before they gave me my travel benefits, so I cannot do anything because I have no money right now to do anything. So I'm just gonna relax, chill. I'm gonna go to the cottage by myself, and yeah, and then yeah, come back, get settled and ready to go and start my new life as a 27-year-old. So that's exciting. Not, but no, it is. I don't really feel those bad feelings that I used to feel, so that's a level up. Okay, so now let's talk about the trip that I had last weekend. So first of all, I've never been to St. John's, like actually like as a layover, but it was really fun, and I had a good colleague coworker. I had two good colleague coworker. So what we did, we went and walked on George Street, because that's where they have a lot of pubs and bars. And the best thing about this town is that all the fronts, all the buildings, okay, you can't even tell if it's a house, a home, a business. They're all in these beautiful colors, so it's such a beautiful town to walk at because you're always stimulated and you always have something to look at. So looking at all the color schemes, and they would vary, like they would have like purples and greens and yellows and oranges, like all kinds of color. So we were never bored. We were walking like the majority of the day, and then obviously at some point like we got hungry and we went to a bar to eat something. But before that, we went to a thrift store because my friend, it was actually really cold there. It was like 0 to 1 degrees Celsius, so we were not ready for it because obviously it's like May, and like, you know, luckily I brought a jacket with me, but my colleague, she had nothing. She didn't have a jacket. She had like a sweater, and her ears were getting cold. She has really like short hair, so she actually went and she found a hat, a toque, at a thrift store. That thrift store was so cool, by the way. Like, I don't remember the name of it, but it had everything, and they had like imports from everywhere that they were talking about. So it was just such a cool thrift store. I've like yet to see a thrift store that cool and hip in like my area. But anyways, then we saw an independent bookstore. It's called Elaine's Books, and it was so beautiful. Well, they had so many classics, they had so many books, and it was really an independent bookstore. Like the owner was there. She said like she is living out her dream. She wanted this as her dream life, and she accomplished it. And it was so nice because like honestly, like I think as a reader, we all have that kind of dream sometimes to own a bookshop and whatnot. But anyways, it was just so nice. She was so friendly, and they had classic books, like really old classics books. And I found a copy of Shelley's poetry, and I was just so dumbfounded. I'll insert clips obviously, and it was just so beautiful to see, and I couldn't believe it. And it was like $75. Obviously I wasn't gonna buy it, but I couldn't believe that, you know, I found such an old copy of Shelley's poetry, because obviously you guys know I've been reading the Romantics, so Percy Shelley, Mary Shelley, etc., Lord Byron. So my eyes immediately, when it saw that, I was like so excited. And then I wasn't gonna get anything from the store, but as one of my coworkers was like cashing out, I went to the cash register and I saw like few French books. So I picked a little something up. I picked this book up. It's a French book. It's called Borderline by Marie-Cécile Labrèche, and yeah, I think it's just her experience as borderline personality disorder, and that's something that I do have. So I always pick up books that, you know, are similar to me. I have all of my receipts here from everything I purchased. I actually feel like I lost money on that trip because I spent so much. So I bought the book, and I also bought a bookmark from a local artist there. So it's such a pretty, hold on, let's see if you can focus. It's so pretty. And yeah, it's genuinely, it's a fisherman's town, and it has so much history, and it's such a cool place to be. Like, I highly recommend it. I got really lucky to have that trip. Like days like that, I'm grateful for the job, obviously, but they come in so rarely. Like, you know, you cannot sacrifice your whole livelihood and your income for like a day like that every month, you know what I mean? So it's really hard in that way to quit the job, but it's also hard to keep the job because of all the other shit you go through. But that's enough of that. Let's go back to positive stuff. So then after all that, we got hungry, so we went. I'm trying to find the name of the place now, since I have all these receipts. Not this one. Oh, I have it. It's here. I'm gonna see. I went to a lot of places. So like I said, that little town had so much. Okay, first of all, it had a candy shop that we went to that was really cool. It has a lot, like everything is so beautifully done. And again, it was on George Street. And then we went to this place called Yellow Belly Brewery, and we got like, I got a poutine. My friend, she got fries, and like our other coworker was drinking Caesars. And yeah, it was a fun place. And then we asked around, like, what should we do next? Where should we go next? You know, like we had a early day, and obviously we cannot drink within 12 hours before we operate the next flight. So we had a kind of like a shorter window to drink and then go back to our hotels early, rest, decompress, and be ready like at 3-4 a.m. in the morning. So after we went to that place, we went to go drink at O'Reilly's Irish pub. And we got a Moscow Mule, I believe, and it was really good and delicious. And they have live music. That's the other thing about that town. Everywhere you go, almost every pub, it's live music, and it's so good. And then after, we went to Shamrock City pub, and I got a shot, and again there was some live music, and it was really good. And then finally, since getting there, people kept telling us that we need to get screeched in, and this is like, being screeched in is for like foreigners that come there and that want to like be an honorary newfie. So what it is that you go to these bars, and they close up the bar, and they have like a lineup of people, and they go through the tradition of what being screeched in is. It's basically, you have to chant these rhymes, you have to take a shot of a special rum, and then you kiss a dead fish, and then you are screeched in and you get your diploma. So it was kind of costly. It was almost like $50. But we went to this bar called Christians, and it was an amazing experience the whole way through. I think I'm just gonna let it speak for itself and insert the clips that I have. Yup, that's me kissing a cod, getting screeched in Newfoundland. Enjoy.
Well, that's early, make a stand, and they'll regret the day they try to take our I'm a Newfoundlander, born and bred, I'll be one till I die. I'm proud to be an islander, there's a reason why.
For us screechers to order, I understand that we have a few that want to get screeched in here tonight. Hopefully becoming right proper honorary Newfoundlanders. So say, "Indeed I is me old cock." At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Indeed I is me old cock.
It's not my old cock. It's me old cock.
Call me a big jig draw.
The power vested in me, I now declare you all honorary Newfoundlanders. Up the lips, over the gums, look out, gullet, here it comes.
And yeah, I kissed the fish. We met cool people. Like, most people that were there were from Ontario. They were from Quebec. Some people were from PEI. So people come from like across Canada to go there. And the bar owner was talking about how he was visited once by a Prime Minister of Quebec, and also by Anthony Bourdain. And Anthony Bourdain went there, ate the meatloaf that they prepare for you to eat, and the whole procedure of screeching in. And I think they might have even filmed an episode there. I need to go and look for it, and then if I find it, I'll insert it. But it was just such a cool experience. And he said, like, unfortunately, he doesn't understand how after 3 weeks after that happened, Anthony Bourdain obviously took his life, and it was just really sad to him, because he said he was such a cool, down-to-earth, nice person that really cared about history and culture and stuff. So yeah, that was just such an interesting tidbit that he shared. And so yeah, so me and this other girl, we went together, And then we got this certificate, Newfoundland Screechers. It says, "This is to certify that Sandra Mixa of Toronto, Ontario has consumed a bountiful taste of Newfoundland's finest rum and has performed the ceremonial rites associated herein. We now bestow the great privilege of naming Sandra an honorary Newfoundlander on this day, May 11th, in the year of 2024. And then President and CEO, whatever. But yeah, this is so cool. This is basically what you kind of pay for, besides the shot of rum and like being screeched in the whole ceremony. But it's really cool, and I highly recommend it if you're in Newfoundland. And honestly, I just highly recommend St. John's. We just had such a great experience there. But yeah, that was my week. It was a very exciting and then very chill week, and now I'm back to work, and then I'm gonna be off, and then I want to film different type of videos. I want to go back to more writing and reading content, obviously, and then mix in some work stuff whenever I get the chance to. But yeah, let me know what you think. Have you ever been to Newfoundland? Have you ever been to St. John's? Just, yeah, let me know. Where else should I go in Canada? Not that I can decide it, but hopefully I can go other places in Canada and like stay. So far I've been to Regina, I've been to Saskatoon, been to St. John's, and I'm hoping and waiting to get like a Quebec City layover, like a nice one where I can go around the town and have like enough hours. I've been to Liberia, Costa Rica. I think I'm going to talk more about my travel at some point. I just need to like compile everything, but I have been posting on both of my TikToks here and there when I get the chance, especially on the second channel. But I need to revive the second channel. That's one of the goals for these 2 weeks that I'm off, to get my shit together. And yeah, I have a bunch of projects planned. I just need to sit down tomorrow, probably after I finish work, after I rest a little bit. I need to sit down and like figure out what I want to do in my life, and what do I want to publish next, what do I want to do. Like, there's just so much. And yeah, I'm keeping this job. Like, I don't want to quit, okay? Because it is still a supplementary income. I'm not making enough on YouTube and freelancing and all the other shit that I do. So I'm still keeping it until like I can get to that point, you know? Like, I want to make money off my writing. I want to make money off helping people. Like, I want to make the money. I just need to believe more in myself and have more actionable plans and not just be all over the place. I'm still going to be all over the place, but it has to be more organized, if you know what I mean. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing with me. This channel is a channel that really helped save me and really helped like remind me who I am, you know, because I was ignoring a lot of this side of my life, the side that likes to travel, that likes to read, that likes to write, that is part of my being and personality. And it's good to have, you know, that place to just be and find like-minded people. And I know a few of you have been commenting and messaging me privately and saying that you love these types of videos, and I thank you guys so much. It means like the world to me. And yeah, I'm gonna make more videos. I'm gonna make better videos as well. It's not just gonna be vlogs, but for those of you that enjoy the vlog, thank you. And I kind of enjoy making them. I just need to get used to vlogging more consistently, because I'll vlog like twice a week sometimes, and then twice the next week, and then combine that vlog. So I want to make sure that I have like more vlogs that are more cohesive and that you could see everything that I'm doing, etc. So yeah, keep reading, keep writing. I'll see you again. I'll see you hopefully before my birthday, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.